Have you ever achieved something, a job, a qualification, or even a compliment, and instead of feeling proud, you quietly think, I don't really deserve this? Maybe you're afraid that one day people will find out you are not as capable as they think you are. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. It's called imposter syndrome, and it's something I notice a lot in my work. People who seem confident on the outside, but question their worth on the inside. Hi, I'm Renata Karlinskaite, a psychotherapist and hypnotherapist, and in this video, I'll help you understand why you feel like an imposter, what's really happening beneath that fear, and the steps you can take to rebuild your true confidence and strengthen your self-worth. Later in the video, I'll also share free guided self-esteem audio that can help you begin reprogramming your inner dialogue and start feeling calmer and more confident from within. Imposter syndrome isn't a diagnosis. It's a pattern of thinking and feeling where no matter what you accomplish, you believe you don't deserve it. You might attribute success to luck, timing, or other people's help and downplay your own skills or effort. Deep down, there is a fear that sooner or later, people will find out you are not as capable as you seem. This constant self-doubt can quietly erode your self-esteem, make you overwork, or even stop you from going after opportunities, all because you believe you are not enough. At the heart of imposter syndrome are deep beliefs about self-worth. Most people who feel like imposters learned somewhere along the way that their value depends on achievement, approval, or perfection. If you grew up being praised only when you did well, or criticized when you made mistakes, your brain learned, I'm only worthy when I perform. So, even when you succeed, the mind struggles to believe it because your worth feels conditional. That's why you can accomplish amazing things and still feel like a fraud. True self-esteem, on the other hand, is built on unconditional worth, a quiet, steady belief that you are enough, even when you are not perfect. The first step in breaking free is simply noticing when that imposter voice shows up. You might hear thoughts like, I just got lucky. They will soon realize I'm not that good. Or anyone could have done this. When you catch those thoughts, pause and label them. That's my imposter voice speaking. Naming it helps you step back and see that it's just a pattern of fear, not the truth about who you are. The more often you identify that voice, the less power it has over you. Once you start noticing that imposter voice, the next step is to gently question it. Not argue with it or try to shut it down, but get curious about it. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, pause for a moment and ask, is that really true or is that fear speaking? Then, rather than searching for proof of perfection, remind yourself of what's real. I have worked hard. I'm learning. Everyone starts somewhere. And learning doesn't make me a fraud. It makes me human. You can even place your hand on your heart when you say it. It helps your nervous system register safety and reassurance. Each time you respond to that voice with calm truth instead of panic, you are teaching your mind a new pattern. That self-doubt is only a habit, not a fact. And if those thoughts still feel loud at first, that's okay. Awareness is progress. Over time, this practice begins to quiet the inner critic and strengthen the part of you that believes in your worth. Once you have started recognizing that imposter voice and responding with kindness, the next step is to begin reprogramming your mind for true inner confidence. Those self-doubting thoughts aren't who you are. They are old, unhelpful mental habits that can be changed. And the way to change them is through gentle repetition and practice. A simple place to start is by listening to guided self-esteem affirmations. They help you retrain the way you speak to yourself and gradually build new, more supportive thought patterns. I have created a free guided self-esteem affirmations audio that you can download using the link below. It's a lovely way to begin shifting your inner dialogue and feeling calmer and more confident from within. And when you're ready to go deeper and work on those beliefs at a subconscious level, I offer hypnosis sessions inside my digital course designed to help you reprogram self-doubt at its root. The next step is to start building evidence of your worth. True inner confidence doesn't just come from thinking differently. It grows when you see yourself doing things that prove you are capable and enough. Your mind learns from experience, so we want to give it small, real moments it can't argue with. That might look different for everyone. You could keep a short note on your phone or a little confidence jar where you jot down small wins or kind words you have received. Or record a 20-second voice note each evening about one thing you handled well. Even pausing to notice how your body feels after you complete something meaningful, that quiet sense of calm or satisfaction is a form of evidence. These things might seem small, but they work because your brain and body learn from real experiences, not just thoughts. Each moment of awareness, action, or appreciation teaches your mind, I'm doing okay. I can trust myself. Over time, this becomes powerful proof that you are growing, learning, and far more capable than that old imposter voice wants you to believe. So, if you have ever felt like an imposter, please know there is nothing wrong with you. Feeling that way doesn't mean you are a fraud. It simply means your mind learned to question your worth, often a long time ago. But every time you recognize that voice, respond with kindness, and collect small pieces of real evidence that you are doing okay, you're already changing that old pattern. Remember, true inner confidence isn't built by proving yourself to others. It's built by learning to trust yourself again. I love to hear from you. Which step resonated with you most? Or what small action are you going to start with today? Leave a comment below. Your words might encourage someone else who needs to hear this. And if you would like a little extra support, don't forget to download your free guided self-esteem affirmations audio. The link is below. It's a gentle way to start reprogramming your inner dialogue and build true inner confidence, one thought at a time. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more and share with someone who might need a reminder of their worth today. You have always been enough. It's just time you start believing it.